Well, I was a little mistaken last night when I said the Odessa High School cheerleader ghost. Actually, she wasn't a cheerleader in any stretch of the imagination. She was actually a bit of a bad girl from the wrong side of the tracks. And she was in the theater group. She was a bit of an, I guess, bohemian for the 1950s, I suppose. But to this day, if something odd happens at Odessa High School, such as a book falling or a door opening, the staff and students basically go, "Oh, it's Betty." So Betty is to Odessa High School that Moaning Myrtle was to Hogwarts. So basically, the story goes, and this is a true story, back in the 50s, this girl named Betty, who was a member of the drama department, and she didn't come from money. She was, from the working class side and wrong side of the tracks. She wanted to be popular, but she just didn't have the clout. So she got involved with one of the high school players, a boy by the name of Mac. They had a bit of a relationship. It's just Mac wouldn't introduce her to his more society friends because he was on the football team and Betty was Betty. And so eventually the relationship fell apart and they broke up. Betty was sad. And then they got a new director in the theater department who didn't think she had any talent. So that killed her other dream. Her father was an evangelical, fire and brimstone kind of guy. And Betty was, well, a bit of a soiled up, loosey goosey kind of gal. So, and she liked to park. And so, she had a bit of a reputation, that kind of thing. So Mac broke up with her. She's devastated. The world's coming to an end. She's decided that she wants to end it all. So she starts soliciting her friends, anybody, to kill her. And she actually asked another one of the football players, and the football player gave her some crazy ass price and said, "You come up with this and I'll kill you." Well, of course she couldn't come up with that. It was the 50s. She worked at J.C. Penney's, like that was going to happen. So she begs and pleads with Mac, and Mac finally agrees to do her in. So they meet at a rendezvous location. She's in her jammies. He takes her out into the middle of the nowhere, and out in Odessa, Texas. If you've ever been out there, it's the middle of nowhere, and blows her head off with a shotgun. Right after she said, "Kiss me so that I have something to remember you by." So then this whole thing became this huge, huge thing called the Kiss and Tell murders. And so the police do an investigation. Sure enough, they figure it out. Mac confesses, goes to the tank. And for those of you who don't live in Texas, a tank is a little pond or a little lake that you have on your cattle property that you use to water your animals. And he got Mac guy dives in there, grabs the body, pulls it out. There she is. Well, so come to find out that Mac was kind of one of these empathetic hunters. So, like, if he injured an animal, he made sure that he hunted it down and dispatched it. So, he said that Betty kind of reminded him of that wet, drowned cat that was just beyond miserable, that he just wanted to put out of her misery. And because she begged and pleaded, then he did what she asked. So then this ended up being a huge, huge deal. And trust me, if you've ever been out in West Texas, stuff like this is going to be a big, huge deal. So this fancy pants lawyer comes in. He's defending Mac, and he comes up with the insanity plea, and they buy it, and it goes to Supreme Court, and they buy it again. So Mac goes free, and Betty's dead. So it's a very, very interesting story. And there's a whole lot more to it than this little bitsy that I'm telling you, but you know, it's intriguing and it's gossipy. So, but definitely, if you're at Odessa High School and you park outside and you flash your lights a few times, she might appear in one of the windows around the drama department, which you love the most. So there you go. That's the ghost of Odessa High School, Little Miss Betty. So tomorrow, I don't know what I have planned for tomorrow, but we'll tell you another ghost story. And I hope you enjoyed this. And if you like this content, of course, subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I'll leave a link to the article about this whole story down in the comments below because I think you might like it. All right, enjoy. So until tomorrow, day 6. Remember, I love you, but not enough to blow your head off. All right, bye.